Welcome into another edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey along with Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Union Redskins. I like that there's still a 0 where there are losses. You'll win another one.
Yes, it's really great to be able to come into week 9 and be able to say 9-0, and what was even more exciting was to say district champs.
Yes, sir.
You know, we were able to go to Putnam City North, and really proud of our seniors. You know, I think we've won 27 or 28 district championships in Union football. So obviously we've done it before, but we didn't do it last year, and so that was a marker for our kids to try to get that district championship back.
Sure, and it's nice to think that you do it all the time, but nothing's a given. I mean, you have to play these games on the field, not on paper. Let's take a look at some first half stats, and well, actually game stats, and boy, they are really pretty good too. You see Union obviously leading in almost every stat. Really like your total yardage number at 390.
Yeah, I thought offensively we moved the football well. We just had mistakes. Some of those things that we thought we'd corrected kind of creeped back into this game. We had issues with turning the football over. Our red zone wasn't as sharp as we needed to. So there was definitely some frustrations in there. You can see the penalties kind of creep back up. Again, turnovers was one of those. But within that, I do like how our kids continue to compete defensively. Our guys played very well outside of a couple of plays, and look forward to seeing how these guys learn from some of those mistakes. It's one thing you get into and you say, okay, here's mistakes we need to correct. And then you get into, oh, I thought we had those are still there. No, it takes total focus every week. You've got to focus on what your responsibilities are. And so I think it was a good learning moment for us.
At 28 yards rushing for Putnam North, I mean that's a really that's a good thing. All right, now also you had a really exciting thing in practice this week. You're trying to keep your team up and motivated. Pretty cool to have Kevion Cooper at practice.
Oh, that was awesome. Matter of fact, he came out to practice right at the beginning of the day, and for our guys to see him and be able to visit with him and just see how far he's come. He actually, I took a playoff jersey to him in the hospital and gave him kind of a motivation. Hey, we want you back by the time we get to the playoffs. And of course, like Kevion, he's 2 weeks early, but he wore that jersey out there, and it was a neat celebration for our kids. And even some of the coaches, hey, I'm glad I'm wearing sunglasses because you might have seen a little tear in my eye. It was an emotional reunion, but very encouraging to have Kev back. And he's still got some things he's working on, but we couldn't be more proud of him.
And he'll be there for senior night, right?
Yeah, we're excited about him being able to join us on senior night, which is coming up this week against Mustang. And again, what a great story, and so much appreciate all the support and prayers for Kevion along the way.
Now, as much as we all talk about what you look at other teams, really it's about self-scouting and about getting ready for the playoffs. How do you best sharpen them at that time?
Well, for us, it's exactly right. You look at what Union has been doing, what can we do best, what are the 3 or 4 things we can hang our hat on going into the playoffs. We love all the big playbook and all those things, and you still have a few of those there, but we've got to sharpen some of those things that we feel like we do well. Maybe we made a mistake here or two, but again, very proud of our guys and how they performed. CJ Moore, offensive player of the game. CJ caught 2 touchdown passes, one really tough one on the end zone. Really excited about how he continues to play. JT McLeod had a pick 6 at corner, so defensive player of the game with JT playing well, so an interception for a touchdown. And Nick Jones, 2 tackles inside the 20, and then he also forced a fumble on kickoff, so playing really well in the special teams.
All right, so those are our players of the week. When we come back, we'll actually see how they did all that on the field. It's Union coming up next with the Union Football Coaches Show.
At Classic Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all Union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent customer service,
affordable financing, and an award-winning service department.
Show us your school spirit. Tag us at Classic Chevy Owasso on Facebook, showing off your Union pride. And we don't want to just sell you a car. We want to help you buy a car.
Classic Chevrolet in Owasso. Visit us online at ClassicChevrolet.net.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey along with the head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick. Let's get right to the first half highlights. Union and Putnam North on the road again in Oklahoma City. It's always, you just never know how you're going to react after a bus ride.
No, it's one of those things where it was pretty dead at the beginning of the game. We're trying to get some energy going, and right off the bat, Landon Wood, who's played so solid for us all year, get a kickoff return outside the 40. That's the way you want to start, and excited about, again, just trying to win a district championship. A victory in this game gives us that title, and so that was our mission going down there. Get a nice play early on and to Lawrence, and then you get a great play there by AK, so elusive. I love this shot right here to CJ. It's pretty good when you've already scored and hadn't put the TP up yet. But what a great shot, good protection, good throw and catch to CJ Moore from Peyton, and outstanding job.
I'm glad he jumped over the TP too.
Yeah, no doubt. Come back defensively, right off the bat, Braden Spicer, that's a way to fit the run, knocks the ball loose, and Nate Raper comes in, recovers a fumble. So one play, and we've already got a turnover.
He lit him up pretty good right there.
Nice shot there, and then of course Nate coming in, and Nate's thinking, man, I think I could have scooped it up and scored. Come right back, good shot here to Lawrence. Nice job by Peyton. Get the ball into the red zone. Great job, and just kind of misread on this one, and unfortunately throw an interception into the end zone. I thought Putnam City North played really spirited in their defense. That corner there, I really enjoyed his play. He was a nice football player. Come back on defense, got great pressure inside by Murdoch and Jordan Kelly, and the quarterback has to scramble out of it. It's one of those things we were worried about early. There you got the two inside backers, seniors, doing a nice job against the run. Big tailback, and gosh, you got to love this. And Isaiah McGuire's come in relief. We're getting more and more plays out of Isaiah. Junior defensive lineman gets a nice sack there.
Nice play call.
They hit us on the screen, pick up a first down. The tailback was a load early on. It's taking a lot of guys to bring him down, and we're just trying to continue to play some tough defense down the field.
Quarterback, he's got a little movement in him too.
He really does. It was a threat. We knew we had a dual read quarterback and needed to have a sound defensive plan. Come back offensively, get the ball out on the gun run, and a nice block by CJ on the edge, and AK picks up some good yardage. Got a little swing pass out to the outside there to Darius, and continuing to do a pretty good job with our offense, moving the football down the field, but unfortunately with a couple of penalties that we talked about before this segment, it really hurt us. Defense playing well. You know, we had 4 or 5 turnovers in the game. This was not one of them, but I was sure was proud. You can see right here that Trey rips the ball out and going the other way with it. Unfortunately, the official didn't see it that way. They come back, a little swing pass to the outside. JT McLeod comes up from the corner position. Nick Jones in there doing a nice job from his outside backer spot. And again, just a lot of Redskins around the football, forcing them to punt the football. Darius Boone run the football tough into the boundary. Nice run on first down. Come back here with great protection. Love the throw and the catch by CJ. Kind of shallowed out that route and did a nice job and got some good yardage out of it. Down in the red zone again. Okay, continuing to play tough. Love the effort here by Darius. The guard gets tripped up on that one and kind of misses a block, but Darius goes ahead and punches it into the end zone.
Yeah, the vision to stop and come back on that is something you don't necessarily teach.
It's great job. Got it sealed off on the inside there too with Lawrence Harris and the offensive tackle in there, Mario Rowland, did a really nice job with that. Here's Kenya Walker with a nice stop from the defensive line position. Good coverage down the field. Nate Raper on that coverage. The ball gets kind of spilled out there, and you see a lot of guys coming in and making the stop. Mishandled the play. Good heads-up play there, though. We pick up 3 or 4 yards out to Avery. Nice job there. Continuing to figure out the way they're fitting some of those gaps inside, plugging some of those gaps. Offensive line doing a good job. Gallegos with the big block on the pull right there. Look at the toughness that Darius is running the football with, and just love his competitiveness. Comes back here, nice spin move off the outside run. Come back to the inside. You see it, Quentin Barnes there with a nice block, and unfortunately, with the extra effort, they ripped the ball out, and we turned the ball over in the red zone.
It was a nice run, though.
Come back with good pressure defensively, and just a busted coverage on our part. Should have had a safety over the top, and they made you pay for that. So a big 50-yard play by them, and we've got to get something going defensively. Now the ball's down in the red zone. We got to step up and make some plays. You see Darius Murdoch with a nice stop there from the nose guard position, and our guys just playing tough inside. That's a good fit by Pat Fields on the inside run. And kind of just off the fingertips there, but our guys, Landon Wood coming in, making a nice stop from his safety position. So you get the ball inside, we got to make some big plays, and there's Nate Raper stepping up, making a nice stop from that outside linebacker position. And then Cade comes in, and Nate, really proud of those guys, and forces a field goal on 4th down. And we just about got a piece of that one, and unfortunately it goes through, and they get 3 points. Good block by Lawrence Harris on the outside, and Avery, nice job picking up good yardage on 1st down, 6 or 7 yards. Got Darius inside again, a great punch inside, just right off the mark, maybe one less trip there, and he goes to the house. CJ with 2 good blocks to the outside. AK, really tough to handle out in space. There's CJ, the nice play down the sideline, short play, and then let those guys do something with the ball in their hands.
And even more important with CJ's block is he knew when to stop and not clip a guy.
Yeah, we've got some guys that are making some really heads-up plays late in the season, starting to learn from some of the early season mistakes. How about that? Nice job there by Pat. Great tackle for loss. You can see the backside angle there on the reverse, and he just does a great job of fitting the run and knocking them down. Spicer continues to be everywhere. Cade Brown doing a nice job. Guys that are really trying to own the football, stripping the ball out, doing those kinds of things. Their guy makes a nice throw and catch, nice adjustment to the receiver. Gets a little 30-yard play there. There's that big tailback.
What does that cat weigh?
I'm not real sure, but he was a lot bigger in person than what we saw on film. Stepping up there, look at the defensive line in there doing a nice job. Really proud of those guys coming in. McGuire and Kenya doing a nice stop. Ball back to the offense. Good block outside. See a lot of linemen down the field. Tanner Fort and those guys leading the way on the screen pass. Little sprint out action here. AK, nice job. You love seeing your offense execute, having some really positive plays. Get the ball underneath to CJ. Let him do his thing, and it's a nice call by Coach Roki on the tunnel screen. Again, Peyton doing a really good job. His accuracy and the way he's throwing the football has just been really sharp. Love this play. Nice throw, nice catch. Avery Alverson, what an outstanding job. You get a quarterback and a receiver that can hit that whole shot right there on that cover 2. Just an outstanding job.
And for young receivers, look at the way he went after the ball with his hands.
Yeah, catch with your hands every time.
He high points the thing, and that makes a huge difference.
Nice play for Avery.
All right, so at the half, it's 27-3. Obviously, some things you're happy with, some things you're going to chew on too, right?
Yeah, you know, just at times we just felt like we lost our focus. It's the first time we played in the cold. You know, kids are looking at, hey, do I have enough clothes on? Those kinds of things. Again, we got their attention a little bit. We come out and play a good second half.
I don't know. This looks like fat boy weather to me, and I'm excited about it. All right, we'll come back with the second half. Union and Putnam North next here on the Union Football Coaches Show.
I'm not playing with you. I can bend a little bit. I can play a little bit. I'm there for you. I can see a little bit. I can see a little bit of you. I gotta hold on you. You gotta hold on me.
My name.
I gotta hold on
Mine too.
I got a new swimsuit with glitter and fringes, and I got a case of the too many Benjamins.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
Welcome back to the Union Football Coaches Show. It's easy to be happy when you win, and we are. Union head coach Kirk Frederick. I'm Rick Corey. Union, a winner over Putnam North. Let's get to the second half highlights. Did see some pretty good athletes on this North team.
Yeah, we did. And again, they're much improved. I thought their coach is doing a good job with them. Got them going in the right direction. And again, have kind of stepped up and made just about every game they've played in competitive this year. Nice job there by Cade coming out. What a great job. Our outside backers played very well in this game. Probably the best game they've had. And Cade knocks the ball loose, and Spicer is able to get it quickly. So we start the first half, second half with turnovers. So defensively, our guys playing really well. Come back here, try to kick a really long field goal. It's kind of a crosswind, and unfortunately, we don't hit the ball very flush. And so we've got to get down and cover a punt. And all right, punt or a field goal, whichever one it was, looked like a punt, didn't it?
Pretty close.
Cade Brown comes down, makes a nice stop for us from the deep snapping position. Defensively, there's Kenya with a big sack, about 11-yard loss there. Don't give Kenya a second chance because really athletic kid that can play really well. JT with great coverage down the field, doing a nice job with that. Ball is caught out of bounds, and he just squeezed the receiver out of bounds. Nate Raper, what a great job reading the screen. Come back here, we put a lot of pressure on the punter. A lot of tough punts for him. It's kicked short. Man, Landon Wood has just been money. Coming down and catching that ball so it doesn't roll out. So proud of Landon, and what a weapon he's given us at that punt return position. Good protection down the field. Nice job by Peyton, waiting, and then finding the receiver to the outside, and good job picking up a first down. Tough deal, kind of lose our focus there, and just can't get on the ball. Again, one of those things, just 3 times inside the red zone there that we've turned the ball over. You go back and you look at about 4 or 5 plays that this game's completely different if we just don't lose our focus on a couple of those. Landon Wood just off the fingertips on an interception. There's another one there he's going to pick up, and I think Braden Spicer was defending Landon on that one. But a good tip pass underneath by our underneath defender. Offensively, great block. Keith Dorsey now at running back doing a nice job. Good block by Quentin Barnes. Just does a great job with that. Good protection. Ricky Stromberg, that left side tackle, just does a great job. And that was that catch I talked about to CJ at the beginning of the show. Just takes a nice shot on the goal line, hangs on to the football, and gets us a big score.
It just tosses it to the official, which
Yep.
is exactly what you should do.
Nick Jones and Spicer there, nice play. Got good protection down the field, good coverage by Pat Fields. Quarterback's really starting to feel it now. You got Trey Thompson coming in, got a big sack inside. Really proud of our guys. Mason Givens, young sophomore, is going to be a really good defensive guy for us. Get a ball that, the pressure's there. and the kid has to kick the ball straight up in the air because of the pressure. JT McLeod is right there. You can see him coming, and really nice job, and the ball just kind of flutters out to the side. So special teams giving us a big advantage. Got
That may be the best after punt field position I've ever seen in my life.
It's really, really good with no return, right? Heck of a deal. Get the ball down on about the 5. You see AK coming in, and we've just got to be smarter with the football. I mean, there's 4 times now inside the red zone that we've just got to do a better job with. I would bet that we get that fixed here real quick.
Fanatical encouragement will help.
Yes. Defensively, Jordan Kelly chasing from the backside, and man, what a great job underneath. Elijah Tomlin tips the ball and it goes right into JT, and we return that for a touchdown. Pretty exciting play to see our guys anytime the defense could come in and score. What a great stop there by Trey. Trey comes from the outside backer spot. We've got 4 outside backers that are playing everywhere, and those guys are really coming together, doing a nice job. Good underneath coverage by Nick Jones, and they've got to punt the ball away. Offensively, let's go see if we can grind it out some here. We got Fisher in at quarterback, and Keith Dorsey doing a nice job on the zone inside. Got a lot of those guys coming in. Got a great block on the inside there by Taylor Barker, doing a good job. Got a few seniors in there. Also got a young sophomore in there, Jake Henry, who's doing a really good job. Had a great year as a sophomore. Look forward to him in the future. But again, our guys are executing very well. Brontavious White, Tyler gets a nice ball out to Brontavious. Senior wide receiver does a good job. A.J. Davis is really coming on as a junior at wide receiver. You see a nice play there to A.J. Does a good job, and we just mishandled the handoff there on the sweep, and unfortunately we get another turnover. Big play by Nick Jones. Come back on the screen, and thought we picked that one up, but official did a good job. It bounced off the turf, but we definitely tried to sell it. MJ Smith at corner coming back from injury. Nice job on coverage down the field. They get the sweep to the outside. Our corner's got a force. You got Daylon in there doing a nice job. Guys trying to strip the ball out. Again, really proud of our guys in there underneath. Get a nice play from our defensive line. We got Josh Peoples in there, made the nice stop. Again, just a bunch of guys, Daylon and Trey, making a nice play. Ball's starting to get down here into the red zone, so defensively, we've got a big goal of no fourth quarter touchdowns. Alex Davis comes in, makes a nice stop. There's Nick Jones. There's Darren Bajek comes in, makes a nice play from linebacker position. And great play by Daylon Figures. Daylon makes a nice turnover, does a good job getting us that interception. Offensively, back at work. Good job. We got Blake Johnson in there with a nice block. Grant Heiser at the tight end position. You got Juan Mendoza pulling on that one, and again, the tailback's doing a good job finding the hole. This receiver had about 300 yards against Moore a couple of weeks ago, so really talented kid, and we had to cover him up. We did a pretty good job most of the night.
Love to see those guys get an opportunity to play a little extra.
Yep, got a senior, Adam Vermillion, and comes in and it gets a nice turnover there at the end at the nose guard position, and of course we love that play right there.
I just mentioned getting guys an opportunity to play, but it's nice too that when I look at your defense, especially Elijah and people, you start to mention a lot of guys. Certainly there are stars on that team, but there are probably 16 or 17 guys who contribute deeply.
Yes, we've got some great depth. We started to develop some guys that, they're playing what we call 1.5s. They're getting in that rotation and keeping us fresh and understanding the defense. You can run the whole playbook when they're in there. So really proud of some of the depth we have heading into the playoffs.
Who knows, huh? Game number 10. That's right, we're almost at the end. We'll come back and take a look at some of the pictures, some up close and personal. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show. We're back one more time with the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey and Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Redskins, and we have some great pictures from up close and personal, including some people you don't normally see.
That's right. We have some outstanding photos, and excited to see what we've got here. I know David Fisher does a great job getting these. And we started the game off great right here. This is Braden Spicer on that turnover. Just a form tackle, great job, causes the turnover on the first play. Isaiah McGuire has done a great job. He continues to play just really well, and so proud of him and what he's been able to do. There's the guy that coaches him. Jeff Brown, our defensive line coach, has been with us for a few years now, and he's got a son that's a senior, Cade, that's played well. So proud of Coach Brown and what he's done. It kind of shows us how cold it was that night.
Yeah.
The big offensive line, Ricky and Zoe Shannon doing a nice job. And then we got Trey Thompson, a good junior linebacker that's continuing to play with a lot more confidence, and love the way that he's playing. How about the support group? Dan Newman, but these are a couple of ladies that do a great job. We've got Sarah Bridges and Sarah Duca. They continue to serve our kids. They've got to work out in the cold as well. Absolutely. And so proud of our athletic training staff and what they do for us. Got the big group in there doing a good job. Again, as we try to find some ways to solve some issues on the sideline. I was, again, proud of our guys and the way that they battled and got through the game. Nice job, good look right here from our offensive line. We got Castro in there doing a nice job. We got Jaden Davis in there, and then of course this is one of those kick return deals that we talked about. Nick Jones, our special teams player of the year, making a nice stop there.
I love the offensive line picture because you really see the hole open up.
You do, yeah. You see it. It's an awesome picture there, and we had a lot of offensive linemen that played, and they did a really good job.
If I'm Darius, I go back and thank those guys for that.
Yes.
All right, so coming into the final game of the year against Mustang, again, you talked about trying to keep it on a roll. What do we know about Mustang?
Mustang's a good football team. They return all of their offensive players. They've had a few turnovers and a couple of things go against them this year. This is a must-win for them as far as the playoffs are concerned, but we've always struggled against Mustang. It's always been a game that's come down to the fourth quarter, at least the last 3 years especially. So they definitely have our attention, and we've talked about this being 0 week. It's 0 week for the playoffs, and we know it's the last regular home season game, but we've got one next week in the playoffs. But we want to focus on 0 week on Mustang and see if we can't get it rolling. And then, of course, we've got an awesome week of senior activities with it being senior week, and so proud of all the parents and the support people who've helped our guys along the way.
Yeah, remember, we're getting ready for the playoffs, and it is, as he said, senior night, so you want to be there for that. We'll see you at Union Tuttle Stadium next week on the Union Football Coaches Show.